Saud, Royal Empire. Y14, the royal family. And this is for the victims. It's a cold world waiting for a hug, being threatened by the ones that you love. Yeah, it's a cold world waiting for a hug, being threatened by the ones that you love. It's a cold world waiting for a hug, threatened by the ones that you love. Yeah, it's a cold world waiting for a hug, being threatened by the ones that you love. Being beat by a tyrant to your black and blue, cause you thought it was the right thing to do. Visions of your life in the Zoom. Wasn't far off in the distance, rolling the joint just to get a feeling, becoming numb because it was a mission, praying to Yah, daddy take the demon out, in the midst of games that she was playing, now you're staring at the ceiling, you begin to see your image in your eyes full of tears as you walk past the mirror, thoughts of embarrassment, and your friends put you out, family couldn't come around your house, now Billy sitting on the couch, head up in the clouds. Now Billy sitting on the couch, just figure it out. What? These are sounds of familiar spirits. It's a cold world waiting for a hug, being threatened by the ones that you love. Yeah, it's the cold world waiting for a hug, being threatened by the ones that you love. It's the cold world waiting for a hug, threatened by the ones that you love. Yeah, it's a cold world waiting for a hug when you're threatened by the ones that you love. Now let's flip the script to Mimi couldn't make Derek less of a treatle. So the sins of sexual differences really cloud his mind and spirit. Caught an STD at the age of 23, kicking his spinning around the house, drug her out on her knees when he had her choked her out by the mirror. What? Sounds of familiar spirits. It's a cold world waiting for a hug, being threatened by the ones that you love. Yeah. It's a cold world waiting for a hug, being threatened by the ones that you love. It's a cold world waiting for a hug, threatened by the ones that you love. Yeah, it's a cold world waiting for a hug, being threatened by the ones that you love. Familiar spirits, familiar spirits. Familiar spirits, familiar spirits.
Shalom, Israel. What's up, YouTube? Adonai 720.
That is Zion.
Back with another one. Tonight, we're in the Righteous Reaction episode number 9. Are y'all for real?
Are y'all for real? Because you can't be, but I think you are.
Who you telling? Got some crazy stuff going on tonight. Yep.
All right.
What's going on?
So we have 3 clips, right? And these 3 clips are picked by yours truly, 720. Okay. And we're going to go through them. And we're going to break them down as we normally do, using our precepts like it, from Torah and Tanakh only. Okay. All right. 720. You ready to drop the first hit?
Yeah. There you go.
Let's go.
That means fraudulently certified teachers may be in your child's classroom. The crime ring allegedly ran out of Harris County, and tonight, 5 people are facing felony charges so far. We have live team coverage with KPRC2's Bryce Newberry breaking down how this all happened. But we want to start with Mario Diaz at one of the schools where the arrest happened today. Mario.
I'm here at Booker T. Washington High School, where behind me the full court press was on, according to investigators. The operation here was a search for dollars with regards to a fake certification of teachers program. And the man who was allegedly behind it all, the boy's basketball coach. His name, Vincent Grayson, a well-known courtside figure within HISD. Back in 2023, the 57-year-old guided Booker T. Washington to their first ever UIL state tournament. Then earlier this year at the Houston Sports Awards, he was nominated for High School Coach of the Year. Now, Coach Grayson did not operate alone, according to investigators. There were 4 others, including 2 assistant principals, one from Booker T. Washington, the other from Yates High School. So a total of 3 educators overall. And again, according to prosecutors, they worked to falsify at least 200 teacher certifications. I asked an HISD official about the potential impact for parents regarding their children's grades from teachers who may not have been certified.
A child's grades have nothing to do with whether or not the teacher was certified or not certified, or whether or not the teacher obtained their certification fraudulently. I do think the implication for all of us should be that we need to hold everyone to a higher bar. Our leaders, our teachers, HISD does not thinks it's completely unacceptable that this type of conduct could happen in our profession.
You ain't pulling your screens right. You ain't saying the right stuff.
Now, school let out here about 90 minutes ago, and there were a line of parents here lined up behind me. I was able to track down one father whose daughter attended school. I spoke to both of them about the arrest, not only the assistant principal, but again, of the boys basketball coach here at Booker T. Washington.
It's crazy. It's crazy. I don't know what to say about that, but hey, gotta be careful, people.
What was the general reaction by all the kids when the news broke?
I'm not sure, but in my class, everyone was like gathered up, reading it off one phone. Everyone was surprised. And then I guess they just went around the school telling everybody.
A number of students today telling us this all caught them by surprise, but it also caught HISD by surprise. An official says they have launched their own investigation. They're going to be working with investigators to find out some more and identify exactly how many teachers, students, and families overall may have been impacted by this scandal. Live at Booker T. Washington in North Houston, Mario Diaz, KPRC 2 News.
Wow. Damn. They were scamming good. That mean they were hiring anybody. I'm talking about baser, prostitute, anybody.
Anybody can get a job.
He was like Master P for real. He got the hook up for real. Straight up.
He stand on the corner with the raincoat open up like, I got the certificate. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
But okay. Let's get into it, 720. Since this is your video, do the honors, please, sir.
Well, I'm starting off. My first precept on this will be Proverbs chapter 12, verse 19. The lip of truth shall be established forever, but a lying tongue is but for a moment. And why I choose that is because, yeah, they lips could have said some stuff like make it sound really, really good and everything, but we already know what happened. It say the lip of truth shall be established forever. So if that certificate was real, it'd be established. It'd be established forever. But that lie, that scam, and he told him, "Hey, boy, you're teaching now. You certified." Guess what? When he said that, that fall right up under. But a lying tongue is but for a moment. Yeah. So that was only for a moment that certificate lasted. And my next precept I'm going to use on this is going to be from out of chapter 12, also verse 22.
Let's go.
Lying lips are an abomination to Yah, but they that deal truly are his delight. And why I use that is because They wasn't dealing truly. They had lying lips. All they kept saying was, "Hey, I got y'all, boy. Them certifications for the low. I got y'all." Those lying lips. See what I'm saying? But they that truly deal are his delight. So if they dealing right, that certificate gonna last. That certificate gonna stand strong, like a good foundation. But hey,
they wouldn't even saw the unemployment line, right, baby?
Man, they unemployed today.
Shame. And plus, you ain't supposed to put no trust in no man anyhow. I ain't about to put no trust in no man. Why they put trust in their go coach to sell them some stuff like that with 2 other accomplices? They had 200 teachers. That's what the man said. Teachers. For the school not to notice anything either. You know, the same person had to sign off on them paperwork and stuff like that. 200 guys rolling in on the school board, and y'all looking at the same person now, name signing this stuff, and y'all ain't saying nothing. That didn't ring a fishy bell to you.
Yeah, that was crazy. And my next precept is gonna come from Proverbs chapter 13, verse 5. A righteous man hateth lying, but a wicked man behaveth vilely and shamefully. And why I choose this one is because a person that was dealing righteously, who was giving real certification, he'd have been dealing right with them. Get what I'm saying? So these dudes, that coach, that basketball coach, he was a straight fraudster. For him to, you know what I'm saying, do like that, a righteous man hated lying. If he was a righteous basketball coach, he wouldn't have been down for that. Whoever that taught him that scam, he wouldn't have been down for that. So he would have turned his back on that. And then it say, but a wicked man behaveth vilely and shamefully. And that's what he did. Right there. Yeah, vilely and shamefully. And went distributing them all around the school. Everybody had a job. Everybody. And my last precept I'm gonna use on this one is Proverbs 52, verse 2.
Bring it out.
No, Psalms 52, verse 2. My bad, I'm sorry.
You got it. Where's your tablet? Ananiah, where is your tablet?
And then I might wait. That can't be the right one.
See, you need your tablet. Would you like me to go while you searching?
No, I got one.
Okay.
I got a substitute.
My bad.
I'm going to use Proverbs chapter 12, verse 2. A good man shall obtain favor from Yah, but a man of wicked devices will he condemn. So, yeah, he got condemned. He had those wicked devices, was those high school diplomas. I mean, those teacher certificates. That was his wicked device. So his condemn is him being, you know what I'm saying, blasted on TV, tarred and feathered and embarrassed.
God. Go, Abba. Oh. All right. You got anything else?
No. You can bring your precepts on it.
Toda. All right. So I'm actually gonna do one law scripture as well as a wisdom. First is going to be Leviticus 19:11, and it states from Torah, you shall not deal, You shall not steal. You shall not deal deceitfully or falsely with one another. Now, my wisdom I have is 2 in Proverbs, chapter 20, verse 17. Bread gained by fraud may be tasty to a man, but later his mouth will be filled with gravel. All right, now, these teachers paid this coach however amount of monies to obtain a fraudulent certification so they could teach at schools. Okay? Now, the getting was good when they had that degree, etc. Right? But when they got found out, that's when the gravel started filling their mouth and things of that nature, because they lost their jobs and they facing charges and all those other type of things. To include, the teachers dealt deceitfully with the school board as well as the students, to the point that y'all have the school board checking to see if the students' grades are going to be acceptable because the teachers were not accredited. So now they're trying to find out if the students' grades are going to be accredited or accountable for that course. And so these teachers, to include that gym coach, did all type of things. Done messed up the school that they was in. Done messed around with the school board, and they done messed around with these students' grades, which is all dealing deceitfully, dealing falsely with one another, and they stole from the kids. They stole their knowledge that they could be using and obtaining as something else. We're getting some more education in a field by someone who is accredited and not have their lives or career choices after high school be looked at or frowned upon because of the teacher that was in the position falsely now teaching them. So you don't know if that teacher really was teaching the right stuff or not. You just don't know. That teacher was there just to get a paycheck. They needed a job that day. That's all I have to say about that. But yeah, that Bible sure filled their mouth. It sure did. The bread was sweet. It was good to the getting. But as soon as they got caught, that's when that gravel started falling in their mouth and stuff and filling up their throat, and they started choking, because now they're choking on charges. Right? Yeah. And that's all I have for that clip.
Okay. So I guess we'll be moving on to the next one.
Okay. Bring it.
And you already know about this one. It's crazy.
It's his pornography addiction that led him to shoot upskirt videos of women around West Michigan.
Former Tulip Time chairman Mark Dykema told detectives that he was blocked from watching porn on his phone, so he began creating his own. Target 8 investigators Susan Samples reports that Dykema is now charged in 2 West Michigan counties.
Mark Dykema was officially charged today in Kent County, where he's accused of using his phone to shoot under a woman's clothes at a Wyoming church. The Kent County case comes after Ottawa County charged Dykema with recording upskirt video at the Lowe's store on Felch Street in Holland.
This is Mark Dykema at a bone marrow drive in 2016. 8 years later, the 39-year-old is fighting a very different battle after a woman at Lowe's in Holland allegedly caught him trying to shoot video up her skirt in August. Detectives said they used surveillance video at the Lowe's to identify Dykema, who confessed to detectives in a 4-page email, admitting he'd done the same thing at this church, Grand Rapids First on 44th Street in Wyoming, in September. Court records say the former Tulip Time chairperson told detectives he had struggled with an addiction to pornography for years, and that he had a device on his phone that blocked pornography and monitored him daily. He said that's why he started creating pornography after figuring out how to record on his cell phone while keeping the screen black so it wasn't noticed. Dykema's attorney told me his client is cooperating with detectives, hoping to resolve the criminal cases as soon as possible. trouble. Dykema resigned his role
That
as
boy need
Tulip
to be
Time chairperson
castrated.
a month before he was criminally charged. And his attorney said he sold his interest in several Big B coffee shops shortly before he was charged.
The Kent County charges surveilling an unclothed person and using a computer, his phone, to commit a crime are punishable by up to 4 years in prison. Dykema was charged in Kent County today and released on a $10,000 bond pending trial.
Now, I want to say something real quick, 720, if you don't mind. Now, I'm not going to discredit what the man did because it was absolutely wrong. But what I will say is this for the female who he tried to do the video recording of her skirt is now my question is, how short was your skirt to make him get all erotic and stuff like that, where he got to take the phone to bend the phone like that to record up your skirt? That means your skirt was short enough or something was hanging out of your skirt to entice that man to want to do that. Now, you shouldn't be walking around like that. That's all I want to say about that right there. But he was definitely wrong as well for doing what he did. But I'm looking at it like, you know, there's two wrongs in that situation. But you can go ahead, baby.
Man, Buddy's sick, man.
Absolutely.
That's pedophilia. That means he'll mess with a child. That's what he'll do. I'm telling you. But on that, my first precept, I'm gonna start off on this one. Is gonna be Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 9.
All right, bring it out. Jeremiah, let's go. We're gonna definitely put you back on your tablet, sir.
Stop. Most devious is the heart. It is perverse. Who can fathom it? Buddy Hard is perverse. His thoughts are perverse. Everything about him is perverse. And my next precept is going to come from Jeremiah chapter 16, verse 12. And you have acted worse than your ancestors, every one of you, following the willfulness of their own evil heart and paying no heed to me. See what I'm saying? That dude ain't take no heed to y'all. My next precept is going to come from Proverbs chapter 19, verse 1. Better is the poor that walketh in his integrity than he that is perverse in his lips and a fool at the same time. And why I use this one is because he said something perverse out of his mouth. Oh, I gotta make my phone blocked, so I gotta make my own phone. And then him sneaking around a church. That's what put ice on the cake. It say, then he that is perverse in his lips and a fool at the same time. And that was a foolish. And I said a very foolish move. That was a very foolish move. So basically, you crawl around on the floor in the church. Or everybody had to have short skirts or something.
Facts.
And then my last precept I'm going to use on this is it's coming from Proverbs chapter 15.
Yeah.
Verses 15 through 17. All the days of the poor are evil, but he that is of a merry heart hath continual feast. Wait, no, that can't be the right one. Proverbs chapter 15. My bad, wrong numbers. It's Proverbs 15, verse 19. The way of a sluggard is as though hedged by thorns, but the path of the upright is even. And why I use this precept is because, you know what I'm saying, the path he going down is over with for him, because he's gonna be a PDF file.
Yep. Not unless he got one of them expensive parents now, because you know how they do. They want to pay the lawyers the monies and stuff to wipe all that mess away from their record. So then their record be skinny key and they don't got nothing. So you never know if he was a PBF or file, excuse me. Because he ain't gonna wait to tell nobody if he dates somebody. You know what I'm
He
saying?
might well going to get him a blow up doll.
Bro, let me tell you, I'd be like, bro, at work when I have to deliver this stuff, I'll be like, y'all gonna really be buying these? But I can't say nothing about nobody's choices, you know. I'm just saying, like, that's weird, and that's not right, and that's abominable. So, yeah, that's whatever. Anyways, moving on. So you said you was done, Kai?
Yeah, I'm done.
Hold on. All right, my turn. Now, before I read my precept, right, I want to state something that I found, and I feel it's absolutely valid. Now, it states, masturbation is nearly always the result of lustful thoughts, inappropriate sexual stimulation, and or pornography. It is these problems that need to be dealt with. If the sins of lust, immoral thoughts, and pornography are forsaken and overcome, masturbation will become much less of an issue in temptation. Now, I felt that to be very valid information, especially for this clip that we're doing. Now, my precepts that I have are going to be as well Proverbs, but I'm in chapter 16 instead of 15. So my first one is Proverbs 16, verse 2, and it states, all the ways of a man seem right to him, but Yahweh probes motives. Okay? Now, my second one is going to be Proverbs 16, verse 30, and it states, he closes his eyes while meditating deception. He pierces his lips while deciding upon evil. Now, I took those two precepts to mean this, especially verse 30. The gentleman, he already had his mind set on sexual acts, immoral, pornography, and things of that nature. He had his mind set on that. And the reason I say that is because he used an alternative way, Salakia, to get porn on his phone now when he knew his device was already blocked from that site. Okay? So he purses his lips while deciding upon evil. So, you know, have you ever seen people who be walking around and going, like they're thinking and things of that nature. Oh, should they do? And they can't react the way that they need to react, which is the righteous way, but they allow the evil, the wicked thoughts to overtake them to the point that they go ahead and agree with doing something that is definitely unrighteous, regardless of whom it affects and how it may make them look sloppy in the public, which would be this man could have very well been an upstanding citizen, as they showed him on that clip 6 years ago, right? But 6 years later, he goes and he has this porn addiction and things of that nature, and targeting any and everybody that's showing something and probably may not be showing something. He likes what he sees. So yeah, he already had his mind set in that way. And then Proverbs 16:2, where it stated all the ways of a man seem right to him, but Yahweh probes motives. So he very well thought that what he was doing was right, what he was doing was innocent, what he was doing wouldn't get any type of consequences, and he could get away from it scot-free. Okay? But Yahweh knows exactly what is on your mind, the reason that you're going to do something before you even do it. And sometimes, well, no, not sometimes, all the time, Yahweh knows before you even have that thought pop in your mind to do something, especially something like that, where you're degrading another person as well as destroying their sense of security, whether they be in a store or wearing unformal clothing, or whatever, things like that, right? You're taking that from them, that security, that innocence, you're taking that from them. So now you have people walking around thinking, oh, dang, is somebody gonna look up my skirt? Or dang, is somebody gonna look at my breast to take a photo wherever they're walking towards me? And things of that nature. So he really affected himself as well as the young lady. He affected doing the video recording of her. But like I said, that's a double-edged sword, because if she is one of the type who we see out here in the world to walk around with loose, extremely short skirts and things of that nature on, wanting attention, and then when you get the attention, just because of whom it came from or how it came to you, you still got the attention. So you need to, I would say, woman up and be mindful of a modest look whenever you're walking out the door, because every man is not going to respect you if you're dressed like a whore.
Right.
And that's all I got to say about that clip.
All right. I guess we'll be moving on to the next one and the last one.
Yeah. All right, let's go.
This young man to simply say, should I kill him?
New at 9, we have shared stories of crimes and neighbors say they hit too close to home. This morning, a Milwaukee man's home actually was hit after suspects shot at him and tried to steal one of his daughter's car. Fox 6's Durante Matthews is live at the District 7 police station. And Durante, you have video of what happened here.
Yeah, that's right, Sam. The whole incident was caught on a Ring doorbell camera. Clifford Taylor tells me that this morning he had ran to his front door after he woke up to somebody breaking his daughter's car window. Next thing he knew, he was dodging bullets.
Do it! Do it!
Saturday morning screaming.
Do it! You on camera, punk!
Ends with shots fired.
They have no regards for life.
Right outside Clifford Taylor's North Side home.
I was actually just shocked by the brazenness of this young man to simply say, should I kill him?
Taylor says he woke up to the sounds of shattered glass outside just before 8. He ran to his front door and saw 4 people trying to steal his daughter's car.
And when I approached them to bring a stop to it, one of them yelled out, should I kill him?
Leading him to say,
do it, go right ahead, take your best shot.
Ring video catches one of the suspects shoot before they all scatter off near 62nd and Melvina. Taylor says the gunman fired about 3 shots, all missing him, but one of those bullets did go straight through his living room window.
And when you open fire on my house, you have no idea who was sitting inside on the other side of the wall. And so you put my family at harm's risk.
Taylor says he's seen an increase in crime in the area over the years. He adds police quickly came to investigate and neighbors have also been supportive. In the sweeping aftermath, he also saw his own car was targeted.
They attempted to break in here by popping that.
He says he has faith the 4 suspects will be caught. And when that happens, he says he does have one request.
I only ask that I will be allowed to maybe talk to them, counsel them.
What?
And Taylor also tells me this entire situation has his wife shaken up, his son angry, and his grandkids confused. But he did tell me that he tries to fix problems rather than run away from them, so he's not going anywhere. Reporting live in Milwaukee.
Wow.
720. You want me to go or you got it?
Down they did real bad.
They did though. They did though, but I'm about to light that up too.
They did real bad. Well, I'm gonna start off with Exodus chapter 20, verse 15.
Okay.
I'm using Exodus 21, verse 15. One who strikes one's father or mother shall be put to death.
Okay.
And I use that because I know that that person is somebody's father, grandfather, that he's trying to kill. Especially as there was some items inside a car too at that. And I'm going to use man, you know what? I guess what I happened to use was thou shalt not murder. That's one of them. Because I don't know how none of these ain't matching up now with the version of what I'm using on my phone. And I was going to use thou shalt not murder. That's one. Thou shalt not steal. That was another one I was going to use. And the one that I read. Because in this situation right here, that was crazy. They were trying to take from that man. They were trying to take from his family. The man ain't like the man came outside and shot, saying, "Hey, what y'all doing?" And bam, 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 started shooting at him. He just tried to stop. Hey, what y'all doing? And he said this. Yeah. Heard one say, "Hey, should I kill him?" And he heard him. And he say, "Do it, do it, do it, do it, punk." You on camera. He taunted him. They did. Bam, 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 3 times. Tried to get him. They tried to take his little head off because he played with him. He ain't supposed to did that, but at the end of the day, he showed some resilience because he wasn't finna. And like he said, my only wish is to talk to these people. That's crazy. He said he wants to talk to them. He wants to counsel them.
That's that Christianity mindset. I ain't gonna lie.
No, that's
turn the other cheek so I can slap the other. No, Yahweh said eye for eye, 2 for 2. Y'all try to steal my car, so y'all get locked up in jail. I ain't coming to visit you.
Yeah, he want to talk. He want to kumbaya and like I said, he did real dirty.
Right. No, sir, your time. Yeah. Leave me alone. I still got my car. All right.
You got your precepts for it?
Kind. I'm about to shoot it up too. All right. So I'm gonna go piggyback off of you, my love. Exodus 20, verse 14. And it says from Torah, you shall not covet your neighbor's house. You shall not covet your neighbor's wife, or his male or female slave, or his ox, or his ass, or anything that is your neighbor's. Those men try to covet what belonged to them's neighbor. They weren't supposed to do that. So they're straight violation of law, trying to take something that did not belong to them. Kind. Now, next precept is going to be Proverbs 6:30, verse, let me say that right, 6 verse 30 through 31. And it states, a thief is not held in contempt for stealing to appease his hunger. Yet, if caught, he must pay sevenfold. He must give up all he owns. So with that being said right there, if he has to pay those gentlemen sevenfold, now, very well, they might be teens, I do not know. So payment to me would be them going to jail if caught. That's payment. That's judgment. Serve whatever amount of time it is that they got to serve. That is the way that that man can restore some type of, I guess, reassurance, or see that the state or the government that he's up under, wherever he's at, handle the situation. So that there for me will be that. Next, I have Proverbs chapter 9, verse 7. And it states, you're going to like this one, 720. To correct a scoffer or rebuke a wicked man for his blemish is to call down abuse on one's self. Now, why I put that precept right there is because, yes, the man has the right to be upset whenever he noticed that someone was trying to steal his daughter's car. Well, some gentlemen were trying to steal his daughter's car. He had every single right. But what he did not have the right to do, which I'm using wisdom on this now. So, family, correct me if I'm wrong now. If I see 4 men out there trying to steal my vehicle, right, and I willfully know that everything's being recorded on my doorbell camera, okay, I'm not gonna say, oh yeah, da 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 da, and then when I'm turn around, should I kill him? And I'm gonna taunt him and say, do it, I bet you won't do it. And then they say, bow, 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 bow. Like, bro, you just caused the abuse on one's self by trying to correct a scoffer where he's doing scoffing. Okay, so you did that to yourself. Now, I don't have no pity for them busting at that man because he taunted them. He should have just let that doorbell camera pick up whatever was going on. If they drove off with the car, guess what? He got insurance on that car, and it looks like it's a newer model, like a Charger or something like that. So I know he got full coverage on that car. And then he got the doorbell camera. What's so hard for filing a police report? Instead of having your butt out there trying to taunt somebody that got a gun. What your mouth gonna do with a bullet? Nothing. Now, the next precept I have is Proverbs 3. I'm out of order. My apologies. Proverbs 3, verse 32. For the devious man, thug, is an abomination to Yahweh, but he is intimate with the straightforward. Okay? So, what that means is Yahweh is not going to deal with these gentlemen in a devious and malicious, willful acts doing anything towards someone who isn't doing anything. Clearly, that man wasn't doing anything. He was in his house. So Yahweh's not dealing with any thugs. He's not doing that. So for him even feel like, once again, the owner, for him to even feel like that he has to go out there and take matters into his own hands shows that he's a Christian and he does not rely on the Most High Yah's power alone to help protect him, his house, and secure that situation as far as letting them men drive it off and taking other type of legal action and other routes to keep his life, keep his eye, and keep whoever was in the house safe. That's simple as that. So I think I'm with double-edged swords for everybody. Because I'm like, it's just stupid because sometimes us as Israelites, known Israelites or unknown Israelites, you know, to the way of the truth, we put ourselves in situations where we have to literally do a double think. And what I mean by a double think, not no double mindset stuff, but double thinking is like you have to think about, okay, if I do this and I might get this type of reaction, kind. But if I don't do this, I might get this type of reaction, kind. So we, as the stiff-necked people, Yisrael, that Yahweh said we are, we fail at that. We do fail at that. And that's 8 out of 10 times we fail at it. I'm not short of saying I have failed at that before. I have. I don't always use quick thinking and right judgment to figure out a situation or a problem. And then when something happens, I'll be like, dang, why is not doing that right now? And that's something that man didn't do. He didn't think about talking to them boys and telling them, do it. Shoot me, punk, do it. Didn't think they were really gonna shoot your ass. Like, come on, now they already mad because they couldn't get the cop because you came outside. They mad. They full of anger. You can't talk to a mule that's mad because if you do, the mule gonna turn around and try to kick you. Period. But that's all I gotta say.
Well, I guess this concludes Righteous Reaction episode 9. Are y'all for real?
Are y'all for real, family in Babylon? Are y'all?
Anyhow, y'all, hit the like button, hit the share button, subscribe, run the likes up, run the numbers up, do everything because we finna have some fun. But anyhow, family, it's Adonai 720.
That is I am.
And we out of here. Shalom, Berakah.
Shalom, Berakah.